Hello world, welcome to DCodeMania. I am Sahil and you are watching 28th video of the project User Management System with Admin Panel. In previous video, you have seen that how I have fetched all the nodes of users and displayed in this page. Now today in this video, I am going to work on admin feedback page, in which first I will fetch feedback of all users and display here in this page. And later I will also show you how to reply a feedback. Okay, so let's start. So first open your project. Now here just open this file admin-feedback.php. Okay, now next what I will do is just remove this h1 tag. Now next I will design a card. Okay, so I will use the coding of this file admin-users.php. Okay, so let's open this file and copy this div and paste here. Okay, now change this border success to warning. Okay, and also change this bg success to warning, and next just change the heading text. Okay, so here I will write total feedback from users. Okay, now next I will also change the id value. Okay, so just come here and select this user and write feedback, so all feedback. Okay, now if you save this and go to the browser and refresh, then here you can see there is a card. Okay, now next what I will do is I will send an Ajax request from this file to the server to fetch all the feedback from the database. Okay, so for this let's come here and just use a script tag, and inside this a script tag I will use document.ready function. Now inside this function what I will do is I will define a function. So I have already defined a function inside this file admin-users.php file. So if you come here and go below, then here I will use this function. So just copy and go to admin-feedback.php file and paste. Okay, now here just change this comment, fetch all feedback of users Ajax request, and then just change the function name. Okay, so here I will write fetch all feedback. Okay, now just change the action key value to fetch all feedback. Okay, now next what I will do is I will also use this id here. Okay, now next we have to include a data table CDN link in this file also. So just come here and copy these two CDN link. Okay, copy and go to admin-feedback.php file, just here paste. Okay, save this. Now next we have to handle this Ajax request in this file admin-action.php file. Okay, but before going to handle this Ajax request, we have to define a method in this admin-db.php file to fetch all the feedback details from the database. Okay, so just come here and write a comment first, fetch all feedback of users, Okay, now here just write public function and then just write the method name fetch feedback. Okay, fetch feedback. Now inside this function I will use SQL variable. Now inside this SQL variable I will write SQL query. Okay, now here I will use SQL inner join because I will join two tables, feedback table and users table. From feedback table I will fetch all the feedback details, and from users table I will fetch some user info associated with the feedback. Okay, so for this here we have to write select feedback table and then select the column of feedback table, that is id. Now again feedback dot subject, and again I will use feedback table and then I will select feedback column, and again I will use feedback table and select created underscore at column, and I will also select feedback uid column. Okay, Now I will select some column from users table, so just write users and then dot name, users dot email, and here I will use from feedback table inner join uh, users table. Okay, inner join users table, and here I will check on feedback dot uid equal to users dot id. Okay, now here I will write a condition where replied not equal to 1. Okay, now here why I am using replied not equal to 1, because if we go to database and open this feedback table, then here I have used a column replied. Okay, and by default I have inserted 0 in all feedbacks. Okay, and 0 means admin has not replied to this feedback. Okay, and when we set 1 here in this replied column, then this feedback will be replied by the admin. Okay, so next what I will do is just write here order by. Okay, order by feedback dot id and use descending. Okay, now next we have to use another variable statement, and using this variable I will use this con and prepare, just pass SQL. Now just execute the statement, execute. Now we have to grab all the rows in a variable, so I will use result variable, and using statement I will use fetch all method, and here I will use pdo fetch sock. Okay, now next I will use return result. Save this. Now let's come to this file admin-action.php file. Now here we will handle the Ajax request. Okay, so just write a comment first, handle fetch all feedback of users Ajax request. Okay, now next what I will do is I will use the same coding that I have already written here. Okay, so just copy this if statement up to here, now paste. Okay, now next I will change something in this if statement. Okay, so just change this string to fetch all feedback. Okay, here I am writing fetch all feedback because if we come here in admin-feedback.php file, then from this Ajax request I am sending this string. Okay, that's why here I am writing this string. Okay, now next what I will do is I will change this note variable to feedback. Okay, so just select all the note variable and write feedback. Okay, now next we have to call this method that I have just defined here, fetch feedback. So just copy and come here and paste fetch feedback. Now next what I will do is I will change the column name. Okay, so first I will display the feedback ID. Okay, so here I am writing in shortcut FID. Now next I will display the user ID. Okay, so just write UID, and next I will display the username, user email. Now here I will display feedback subject. Okay, so just write subject, and here I will display the feedback, so just write feedback, and next I will display sent on. Okay, feedback sent on, and then next I will display an action icon that is reply to the feedback. Okay, now we have to change these td contents. Okay, so here in first I will display the ID. Okay, feedback ID, and then user ID. So for user ID I will just duplicate this and just here write UID. Okay, and then I will display the name, user name, user email. Then here I will display the feedback subject, so just write subject, and here I'll display the feedback, so just write feedback. Okay, and here I'll display the created at. Now just remove this td tag. Now inside this td tag I will display an icon to reply a feedback. Okay, so here in title just write reply. Okay, and just change this class danger to primary, and just change the class name, this class name to reply feedback icon. Okay, and just change the icon also, so here I will use reply reply class. Okay, now next what I will do is in this id attribute I will display the user id. Okay, so here just write uid, and I will also display the feedback id. So here I will create another attribute, custom attribute, and inside this I will just use row variable, row variable, and inside this row variable I will pass id. Okay, now this is feedback id and this is user id. Okay, now next what I will do is just save, and we have to change that this text also, no any feedback, just write feedback written yet. Okay, now if you save this and go to the browser, now come here, and refresh. Now here you can see all the feedbacks from the database is displaying in this page in table format. Okay, and here you can see an action button reply. Okay, and these all feedbacks are written by same user, that is this user, DCodeMania user. Okay, and if we go to feedback table, then here also these three feedbacks are written by the same user, and if we click on UID 5, then we get the user info, that is name, email. Okay, so next what I will do is I will make this reply icon working. Okay, so when we click on this reply icon, then first we will display a form to reply that particular user on for this feedback. Okay, so for this what I will do is we have to design a model inside this file, admin-feedback.php file. So let's come here, and next just come here, and here we have to design the model. Okay, so here I will write a comment first. Okay, reply feedback model. Okay, just comment this. Now next just create a div with class model feed, and use an id attribute and display, and here just write so reply model. Okay, now inside this div I will create another div with class model dialog, and I will also use model dialog centered. Okay, centered. Now inside this div I will create model content. Model content. Now inside this model content div I will create model header, so just write model header. Now inside this div I will use h4 tag, and I will give model title class, and then here I will write reply this feedback. Okay, now next what I will do is I will create a button with type button and class close and data dismiss equal to model. Okay, and here I will use ampersand times. Now next we have to use another div with class modal body. Okay, model body. Now inside this body I will create a form, so just use form tag. Now inside this form tag I will use method post and action has. Now I will also use class px3, it means padding left and right 3, and I will also use id, and here I will write feedback reply hyphen form. Okay, now inside this form what I will do is I will create a div with form group. Now inside this form group I will use a text area, and inside this text area I will use some attributes like name, message, and id message. Okay, and I will also use some Bootstrap class like form control, and I will use rows 6, and placeholder write your message here. Okay, write your message here, and this will be a required field. Okay, now next what I will do is I will create another form group div, and inside this I will create a button, so just use type submit, and in name I will write submit, in value I will write send reply. In I will not use placeholder tag attribute here, so just remove. And next use some Bootstrap class button primary and button block, and I will also use id feedback reply btn. Okay, feedback reply btn. Now next just save this. Now if we refresh here and click on this reply icon, then we cannot see the model. So to make the model visible when we click on this icon, we have to do one thing here in admin-action.php file. Here we have to use two attribute data toggle equal to model and data target equal to hash, and then we have to pass this id. Okay, so just copy, come here and paste. Okay, now if we save this and go to the browser and refresh, and when we click on this, then here you can see this form model reply this feedback, and there is a text area and a button. Okay, now whenever we click on any of feedback reply icon, then we can see this model, and when we write any reply for the feedback and click on send reply button, then the reply is sent to this user. Okay, and this feedback will be removed from here. Okay, so for this what I will do is, let's go to the project, and next I will send another Ajax request from this file admin-feedback.php file. Okay, but before going to send Ajax request, we have to grab these two id. Okay, this fid and this user id. Okay, so how to get both the id in this file? So here just come, and here I will write comment get the current selected user id. Okay, so not right, get the current row user id and feedback id. Okay, So here I will write, here I will declare two global variable using var keyword, var uid and var fid. Okay, now next I will use body tag, and then here I will use on, and then click event. Okay, and then next I will use this class. Okay, this class. Okay, so just select, copy and paste here. Now next I will use function, function, and then here I will pass e. Okay, now inside this what I will do is I will use uid variable, and using this we will use attr function, and here I will write id. Okay, and here I will use fid equal to this, and then I will use attr function and then write fid. Okay, now if you use console.log and print the uid. Okay, print the uid, and also just console log and print the fid. Then let's see what we will get. Okay, so come here and refresh, open your console, and then click on any feedback reply icon. Okay, so when I click on this icon, then here you can see we are getting 5 uid and 3 fid. Okay, now I will send these two id back to the server. Okay, so let's close this, and next what I will do is just remove this. Now we have to send Ajax request. So next here just write a comment first, send feedback reply to the user Ajax request. Okay, and here what I will do is I will use this button. Okay, I will use this button, so just copy the id value and paste here. Now next what I will do is I will use click event, and then I will use function, then use e. Now we have to first check the validity of the form, so here I will use if. Okay, and then select the form using form id. Okay, so here I will use feedback reply form id, and then 0, then just write check validity method. Now next I will declare one more variable, message. Okay, so just use let message equal to message id. Okay, if you come here and you can see this text area has an id with message. Okay, so I am using this id to grab the content of text area. Okay, so here just write this message and then dot well. Okay, now next what I will do is I will use e dot prevent default method to stop the page refresh. Now next what I will do is I will change the button text feedback reply button dot well, and dot well, and here I will write please wait. Okay, now next just I will use Ajax function. Here I will use URL, and in URL I will write assets slash php slash admin action.php. okay, and next I will use method post, and in data I will send first I will send UID. okay, and UID is already created here, you can see. So UID equal to UID, and then message equal to this message. okay. Now next I will send FID equal to FID. okay. Now next we will use success function. So just write success function and use response as parameter. Now next what I will do is I will use console.log to display the response. okay. Now if you save this and go to the browser and refresh. okay. Now open your console. Now let's click on any of the feedback reply icon and write message and click on send reply. So we are not getting anything because we have not handled this Ajax request inside this file admin-action.php file. So here what I will do is just come in this file, and here we will handle the Ajax request. okay. So just write a comment first, handle reply feedback to user Ajax request. okay. Now here I will use if is set, and here I will check using super global variable post, and here I will write message. okay. And then if I use print r, and then I will use this post again, save and go to the browser and refresh. Now again when we click on this icon and write any message here and click on send reply, then here you can see we are getting this UID equal to 5, message equal to this, and FID equal to 2. okay. Now next what I will do is just come here. I will grab all the values in variable like UID equal to post UID and message equal to. So here I will use admin, then I will use test underscore input, then I will use this super global variable post, and then write message. okay. Now next FID equal to post FID. okay. Now we have to define a method to send a reply to the user. okay. So for this what I will do is just come here in admin-db.php file. Now here what I will do is I will define another method. So just write a comment first, reply to user. okay. Now here just write public function reply feedback. okay. Now here I will use UID, $UID and $message as parameter. okay. Now inside this SQL variable I will write SQL query insert into. So I'm not going to create another table, I am going to insert the message in notification table. okay. So here I will write notification table name that is already created, and here I will select the column UID, message type and message. okay. And in values I will use placeholder UID, and here I will use user. okay. Because this notification will display in user area. okay. That's why in type column I will insert user. Okay, now next just use message. Now let's use statement variable. Now using this statement I will use this con and then prepare, just call SQL. Now next what I will do is I will execute the statement and bind the parameters. So just write UID and bind with value $UID message, bind with message. Okay, now next just write return true. Okay, so we are getting some error actually. Just remove this from here. Okay, now save this. Now let's come here in admin-action.php file. Now here what I will do is I will just use admin object and call the reply feedback method, and here I will use this UID variable, and then I will use this message variable here. Okay, now again what I will do is I will change the replied column value 0 to 1, and 1 means this feedback is replied by the admin. Okay, and we will remove this, sorry, we will not remove this feedback actually. We will set the feedback to replied. Okay, so for this also we have to define another method. Okay, so just come here again in admin-db.php file, and here just write set feedback replied. Okay, now here I will write public function feedback replied, and here I will pass FID as parameter. Now in SQL variable what I will do is I will write update feedback set replied column equal to 1, where ID feedback ID equal to this FID. Okay, now next just use statement variable, and using this I will use con and then use prepare, just use SQL variable here. Now just using statement I will execute the statement, bind the FID parameter. Okay, just write FID, and now next just use return true. Okay, now again if we come here, then here also we have to call the feedback replied method, and here just pass $FID. Okay, $FID and save. Okay, now let's come here and refresh. Now next what I will do is if we come here and go to admin-feedback.php file, so here we have to do something in this success function. So I will not display the response in console. So here what I will do is I will select feedback reply button first and change the text back to send reply. Okay, so here just use well and then write send reply. Okay, here just use capital letter of R. And next what I will do is I will hide the model. Okay, so here I will select show reply model, and here I will use model and just write hide. Okay, I will also reset the feedback form. So just select the feedback reply form and just use reset method. Okay, now here I will display a success message. Okay, using sweet alert. Okay, so here I will write HWAL dot fire, and inside this what I will do is here I will write sent, and here I will write a reply sent successfully to the user. Okay, and next here I will select type success, just use comma here, and here also we will call this method fetch all feedback. So just here in success function call this method. Now this is completed. Now let's come here and refresh. Now let's reply this feedback. Okay, test feedback reply message from admin. Okay, now if you click on send reply, then here you can see the success message sent, reply sent successfully to the user, and the feedback is also removed from this list. Okay, and if you go to here in table, in feedback table, and if you refresh, then here you can see this feedback replied column has set value to 1. Okay, that means this feedback is now replied by admin. Okay, and if you go to notification table, then here you can see there is a new row with this UID 5 UID, and type is users, and the message is test feedback reply from reply message from admin. Okay, now if we go to users area and log in with this user, sign in, now this user have a notification. So if you click on notification, then here you can see new notification test feedback reply message from admin. Okay, and user can also remove this notification. Okay, so if your user click on this close icon, then you can see notification has been removed from here. And if you come here again and refresh this notification, then from here also the notification has been removed. Okay, now again if we reply to this feedback like thanks, okay, and click on send reply, then again if we come here in users area and refresh, then you can see reply of feedback from admin, new notification has been received. Okay, now let's log out from this and sign in with different user. So when I sign in with different user, then you can not see notification of other users. Okay, so that's it for this video. In next video I will show you how to work on notification system of admin panel. So thanks for watching this video. Please like, share this video, and also subscribe this channel. See you soon in next video.